Hey, Grenaniacs gather! I am here once again with another one of my bloggy blogs, and I'm doing a stream. So if anyone wants to join me, any of my, I mean, it was a bit unplanned, to be honest. Yeah, I just thought I'd do it. I just couldn't bother to sit down and film a blog, so I thought I'd just do a stream. I got today's my last day of my StreamYard accounts limit, and I've got like 10 hours left of StreamYard. So I thought I'd just do a stream, and if anyone wants to join me online, then they can do. But if they don't, then this will just be a daily blog. But I've got a few more adventure comics to show off actually before. It's always good to work it out when you're looking into the camera like this. A few more adventure comics to show off. Never too keen on the look of my camera. It always looks worse than everybody else's video cameras that I ever see. I don't know what's up with my camera, why it refuses to work as well as other people's do. I think it's just the laptop, which is annoying because it wasn't a cheap laptop when I bought it, but it's been a while now. Anyway, so I'm just going to go for a couple of adventure comics first before I get to my... I'm actually currently reading these adventure comics. These are my next to read pile. And then after Aquaman, it goes on to Superboy. I haven't got too many of these though, so I've only got 2 of the Superboy run, I think. I don't know. Maybe this is before the New Adventures of Superboy. I'm assuming it's before the New Adventures of Superboy, but he did have his own title for a while as well, didn't he? So I don't know when that ended. But yeah. Right, and then Adventure goes into like more of an anthology kind of book. This one's got 68 pages, no ads. It's a $1 comic, 6 all-new superstar features. Adventure Comics. If you buy only one comic this month, this must be the one. A fabulous first issue launching the most exciting new comic of the decade. So it's got Flash, Wonder Woman, Dead Man, the elongated man, plus the last battle, Dark Sides showdown with the new gods. So Adventure goes bumper. That's number 459. Hi, CMM. How are you doing? If you want to join me, let me know, and I'll put the link in the description. If you fancy showing some comics or chatting about the comics that I'm showing, then by all means, feel free to. Right, one there. So yeah, I think the anthology goes down to about three characters after. It's Starman, Plastic Man, Aquaman, I think. I know it's just Starman and Plastic Man, so it's down to 2 people at this little part of the run. Starman, Plastic Man. There's quite a lot of different Starman characters in DC history, and I think this is the alien Starman. You can just about see him there in the corner. Gets a bit confusing, but no relation to the Golden Age Sandman. This one here, I only paid 50p for this one because you can see it's been in the sun. If you look, it looks really faded. I think it was left out in the sun. Hey mate, if you want to join me in the stream, just let us know, and I'll send you the link. If you just want to chat. Yeah, the Adventure series is run for over 40 years. It was running from way back in the 40s. It first started. I think the early ones are like the Golden Age Sandman in the early adventures, and then it changed sort of characters quite a lot over time. So there was a long period of Legion of Superheroes in the 60s, and there was that was followed, I think, by Supergirl for a while. Then it went to Spectre for a little 10 issues. Then it went to Aquaman. Then it went to Superboy. As I say, first it went to Plastic Man and Starman, and then from 475, now 3 fabulous adventures. Hey, Over Easy. Hi, Modi. If anyone wants to join me, just let me know. I'll post the link in the chat, and you guys can pop on in and show your own books, or just talk about these books if you want to. So yes, three characters, I think, from this period onwards. I'm not too sure when it finishes, actually, this run. I think I imagine it finishes not too long after this. So I think it stopped sometime in the 80s. But then they actually brought it back for a little while. I'm not sure if it was I think it was in the noughties. I think they brought it back in the noughties at some point, and it was Legion of Superheroes. But obviously, bit different to the old style original. Right, so that's all the adventure comics that I've got at the moment. This is box 15. I think I'll go through now. I think it's box 15. I'm not too sure. So that's still the adventures, and also in the same box I've got my World's Finest, which you could probably guess because that's the title of the title of the video. So it's World's Finest. This is number 136. This is another really old comic. My light, I don't know where it is. Why my videos don't show up very well. Yeah, this is a different Starman. Yeah, this is that Starman from that adventure was a completely different one. I think that one might show up at one point, but I'm not sure though, because I know there was Starman based on the original Golden Age Starman, and then his son takes over and gets killed, and his other son takes over. But then he also finds another Starman who was a blue alien. I don't know if it was meant to have been this Starman though, because he's not blue, but he is an alien. I wonder if they changed him and made him blue. I think they also made him gay, but I'm not sure now. But then I'm not 100% sure, because there was another Starman in the 80s who was completely unassociated with any of them, as far as I'm aware. And I can't remember. I think they decided he was a gay character at one point as well. But I can't remember now. I'll have to reread that. But that was quite a good run. I quite like the Starman run. Anyway, but let's have a look at this World's Finest. Just want to see how old this one is. Because there's another one that ran for a long time, I think. So this is number 136. Come on, you Spurs. Bale is back, ready to blast some goals in the back of West Ham's net. How do I put Knights of Old on timeout? Does anyone know? Modi, you're I think you're a what do I call it on my channel? Can you boot Knights of Old out for daring to bring out the evil that is Spurs and daring to suggest that they should get goals in my team's net? Yeah, this is from 1963. This one, so this is a pretty old one for me. I'm only joking. Don't really boot him out. Don't mind a bit of football banter. Don't mind a bit of footy banter. As long as he calls it football and not soccer, it's all good. And remember to call that funny sport that you play over there. You've got to call it hand egg, or my new favourite name for your gridiron. I like to call it aggressive cuddling, because they all hunker down. They all hunker down, excited and really waiting and anticipation. And then he blows the whistle, and they all cuddle each other as fast as they possibly can. So that's why I call it aggressive cuddling. that sport that you have on your telly. That first one was 1963. That one. So that was 136. That's got to be 11 years into the run. So I'm assuming 52 maybe was the first World Finest. But then it might not have been. It might have been bi-monthly at one point, so maybe it's even older than that. Anyway, here's another nice old one. This is number 150. Actually, I didn't read you the cover of this one. I don't like not to read the covers. I'm going to put the link. No one said they want to join me on this stream, but I'll put the link anyway in case anyone decides they want to join me, or maybe they can join me after I've shown these if they want to, because I've got plenty of streaming time. Robin, unmask this man. Let's take a look at his face. No, Robin, I must keep my identity secret. I'm Batman. Doesn't anybody remember me? And the blurb says, a super-length Superman Batman adventure. The Batman nobody remembered. Aggressive cuddling. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you agree, Stanibles. I'm glad you agree. You think about it, they were so anxious. They just can't wait for that whistle to blow so they can go, oh! Right, yeah, this was quite funny. Features Superman and Batman in Duel of the Super Gamblers. Attention, Superman, you'll keep throwing darts until a balloon bursts. We gamblers made a bet as to which one you'll hit. And Batman's tied up his saying, they put a lead blindfold on Superman, so he doesn't know their real bet. Whoever's face is in the balloon he breaks will die, so I'm doomed. Yes. I don't quite know how that works, but whatever balloon he bursts, that person will die, and it's going straight towards the Batman balloon. So Batman's going to die. Oh my gosh! But this is the Silver Age madness kind of era of DC Comics. I love these Silver Age madness. They're just cool. Number 158. So this is the unbeatable Superman Batman team. What a laugh! Both you comic crime busters at once without straining a muscle. Tougher than a kryptonite bear trap. The invulnerable super enemy. So there you go. Nice checkers. So this is like, what, 67, 68, is it? The old I didn't even know about these comics, the old what they called, not Go Fast Stripes, the old Go-Go checks. I wasn't even aware of Go-Go checks until I started doing videos on YouTube back in 2018. People started talking about them, and it was like, instantly fell in love because it looks so cute, it looks so cool, the Go-Go checks. Okay, this is number 163. Got loads of stain damage. And most of the UK ones that sold in the UK have got price stamps on them. You pretty much find a price stamp on every single one of the old comics because they only had American prices, 12 cents. So you always get a price stamp for the UK market. It's not even in new pence. It's 10D, which is the old pence before we went decimal. These supervillains have me under their control. I must duel Batman to the death. Each one has voted thumbs down. Now, Superman, go ahead and kill Batman. It's like Batman's practically going to get killed in every single one of these covers. Kind of makes sense because, Superman's quite a bit stronger. But maybe this is in the day before Batman could beat anybody with enough prep time. But yeah, they're quite silly stories, but they're good fun. I also got a huge pile of comics. This could be a long stream, even if I have to do it on my own. Oh, I love this one. This one's it's still pretty bad, Nick. But I just love this cover. This is so amusing. It's got Supergirl and Batgirl hiding behind a fence, and Superman and Batman are trying to fix the Batmobile. And Superman's going, since I lost my superpowers, it's a job just to pump up this flat tire, Batman. And Batman's saying, we're all washed up, Superman. All we have left is this broken down Batmobile. And Supergirl is saying, ha, our scheme worked. Batgirl and I have made these heroes has-beens. And it's called Featuring the Supergirl Batgirl Plot. So you've got some rather disheveled looking Batman Superman with like a not properly shaved. You can't tell that from looking at the cover. And they're trying to do up this broken down Batmobile while the ladies are laughing at them. It's just Silver Age madness, as I like to call it. All right, and then we've got an 80-page giant. So this will be all reprints. Number 179. Knights of Old is joining me. I don't even know Knights of Old, to be honest. I'm assuming this is Knights of Old, not someone pretending to be Knights of Old who's going to get his boobs out or something like that. Let's add him to the thing.
What's up, man?
Knights of Old is going to get his boobs out or something like that. Let's add him.
Make
to
sure
the
turn my sound off there.
Yeah, I was saying you need to turn your sound off and don't get your boobs out either. That's what I was going to say. How you doing? All right? You good?
Yeah. I never hung out. I wish we could drink some beers.
Yeah, I wish I had some beer with me tonight, actually. But I had a few ciders over the weekend. Well, not the weekend. It was. I'm not working at the moment. It's the weekend now, isn't it? So I was around my girlfriend's in the week time, but it felt like the weekend to me because I used to go around there in the weekends, but now I'm going there in the weekdays instead because I'm trying to do like interviews and stuff like on my channel on the weekend. So I got some headbanging bands that I'm interviewing.
Nice. I can show some British comics.
Oh yeah, what UK variants? Or you talking about? I'll see what you're talking about when you show it, I suppose.
Let's see. Here we go. Here's one.
Oh yeah, I've got that Star-Lord. Yeah, Strontium Dog. Yeah, I'm wearing a Strontium Dog t-shirt.
Oh really?
Yeah, Strontium Dog. That's it. Hey, Strontium Dog on the front of Star-Lord, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that was his first appearance. Yeah, cool. Carlos Oscara art.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my faves, Carlos Oscara, really good artist. Died, I think, last year, but he did Dread as well. He was co-creator with Dread.
And then it came with a sticker.
Oh, yeah, you probably read a sticker. I'm surprised a lot of them haven't got stickers. I shouldn't think.
Did a lot of books come with things like that? Because I know the 2000 ADs had some things like that.
Yeah, practically every first comic had a free prize with it. Sometimes the first one or two comics would come with a prize to try and get kids to buy them, kind of thing. But this was back in the day when we had a great comic industry, weekly comics coming out your ears. You had such choice of comics, and it's just literally just now you've got nothing. Now there's no comics really in the UK. 2000 AD is still running, but yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, I'm not sure if I got that one though. That was very good condition by the looks of it as well.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think, I don't have much to compare it with, and certainly none of my comics are like this kind of newspaper style.
That's right. That's what our comics were like. They
Color
did get
in the middle, huh?
Yeah, that's the only the center spread is color. The rest is black and white, isn't it?
Oh wow, that's it.
Yeah, I've got a big stack of 2000 ADs. I should get around to showing off at some point.
Yeah, I tried to find an early Dread on the cover.
Yeah. What prog number is that?
18.
Oh, that's very old. Yeah, that's a good one.
June,
because
June 77.
Yeah. I think it started in 77. Yeah, it started in 77. Yeah, because it'll be weekly as well. So it would have started like 2.5 months before that or something like that. 18, did you say? So
yeah, Prague 18.
All right. So yeah, probably 4 months. Sorry.
Is that short for program?
Yeah, it was because I think the idea because it was science fiction. It was supposed to have been they did call them progs, and it was like I suppose it's short for program. And it was rather than saying issues, they called them progs, like it's some kind of sci-fi kind of thing. But what always gets me is it's like it started in 1977. It's called 2000 AD. It's now almost more years after the blinking 2000 AD than it was before 2000 AD that it started. It's not far off. I remember as a kid, my brother used to get it, and I said, Grant, how old will we be in 2000 AD? And he was like, oh, you'll be 30. And I was like, 30? I can't imagine ever being 30. That just sounds so, it sounded like a made up number in the and now I'm bloody 51, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
So this was probably a little too early for you to be buying it then.
Yeah, no, 77. We didn't start buying it as early as that, but I would have been 8 at the time. But we have got. I'm not sure what my earliest one is actually, but I do recognise that cover though. I think I've seen it like in a Dread annual or something like that, or a reprint maybe. I recognise them heads growing out of the ground.
I'd love to get his first appearance, but it's pretty pricey.
Yeah,
and because it's PGC, sometimes it's hard to know that you're getting what you should be getting. Without PGC, but.
And also, there's one thing you often get with the 2000 ADs, because they were delivered by the news agents. You'd often get a number written on it, like it could be the door number of the person. So all my 2000s have got 67 written on the front cover because my dad used to live at 67 Lancaster Road, and so they'd all be delivered to my dad's, and so they all have that written number written on them.
Where would they be written on it?
Normally up in the corner somewhere, like just up in maybe the left-hand corner, just so the newspaper boy knew what house to put it into.
There is writing on it. Look,
Miller. Oh right, yeah, maybe they put it in with the rest.
Frank Miller.
Yeah, maybe. Right, I'll show you a couple more World's Finest.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. There you go. This one is my birthday book. This is my birthday book from September 9th. Cover date is September 1969, and it's about the stupidest story that I've ever. It's just. It was so weird, so convoluted, and like the payoff was kind of like, okay, you're supposed to have noticed that. It was something to do with. I don't even remember. Something to do with some kind of demon or jinn had taken over Batman or Superman, and Superman realized it because he didn't have a shadow or something like that. And it was like, how the hell would anyone supposed to pick that up? But that's even forgetting the fact that they'd gone back into the past because they found a bust that looked like Bruce Wayne, and they'd gone back to try and discover. It was confusing as heck, to be honest. But it was like I say, it's Silver Age madness. Just some DC, like, I don't know if I'd really enjoy it. If I was a kid reading them, I might not have enjoyed them, but reading them as an adult and just sort of thinking, this is kind of like strange, innocent, kind of daft fun. I kind of like it probably more now as an adult than I would have done as a kid, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they're funny in how absurd some of the stuff they made was. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Old, let's see, a few old Silver Age. I guess it's
like this is what passed as a story. This is one from the this giant I've just shown. It's like literally Superman and Batman. Like, what beautiful girl has the world's greatest heroes as suitors? And like they're going down on one knee, like Superman's holding up a giant diamond ring to try and entice this woman to marry him. It's just like the craziness of the stories in them days.
I have a couple DC one.
Right, cool.
It's the they're fighting over.
Oh, that's the old Catwoman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a very early Catwoman costume. Cool. Catwoman sets her claws or something.
Yeah, this one's really funny.
I just showed that one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just showed it a couple of seconds ago. I love that one as well. It's really funny. Snap.
Yeah. That might be it. I don't have too many Silver Age DCs at all because I felt like the stories were just so bad.
Yeah, they were, but they're so bad they're good for me anyway. Yeah, it's kind of like you read them and you're like, wow, some craziness there.
they made fun of Marvel because they thought Marvel was being stupid for trying to be, you know, not for kids.
Yeah, I think the Marvel way won out in the end. I think because they must have realized that kids were a bit more sophisticated than they gave them credit for. Yeah, they're not as dumb as we think they are. They can take serious stories, and if we make something that's so ridiculous, they're going to realize that we're being ridiculous and call us out on it. If you look at some of the letters pages, which is the thing I kind of miss. When letters pages, they should still have those. They're like the little time capsules, you know. And I even love the adverts in these old comic books. I make videos out of the adverts. I put one up today for like a Electro Man, which is like a sales advert in a DC comic. It's like sign up for these books and we'll send you 2 books on how to do electrician job and get yourself a job kind of thing.
What were the first books that you bought, like comic books, like US comic books?
Well, the first ones.
So I just wondered where you got them and like
just in the local newsagents. So you have the newsagents that sell like all your newspapers. And they normally have like just some groceries, just like rather than going to a supermarket, it's like a corner shop, and they'd have a little rack of comic books as well. And to be honest, my memory's so crap, I don't remember what the first books that I got were. But I mean, when I've gone through and I never got rid of them. So when I started going through my comics, I think they're from about 79, 78. But it's quite confusing because also there was UK reprints as well. They were like the one that you showed, the Star Lord and the 2000, similar paper quality with like 3 or 4 stories inside. So like, and they'd be weekly as well, like all our comic books were. So you'd have a couple of pages from the Avengers, a couple of pages from Fantastic Four, but you'd have to get them every week to get the full ongoing story. That was just the way that our comics were. But I think some of my early ones was like Brave and the Bold. I remember Brave and the Bold with Batman and Dr. Fate. But when I actually went through my comic books, I thought the earliest one I remembered buying from the shop, and I had, it was actually an X-Men comic. Actually an X-Men one, I think it was 109, where I think it's the first appearance of that Canadian, is it Vindicator?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the one where he's smacking Wolverine and his head's jerking back to the side kind of thing. Yeah, this is another daft one. Before he died, Superman willed his super heart to you, Batman. Are you ready for the transplant? No, I'm not worthy to have his heart. I know someone more deserving. Who will be the man with Superman's heart? She's just like, it's like, I don't know, Elseworld story or something like that, or just because there's obviously Superman doesn't die because he's in the next week's comic. So it's just. Oh, actually, this one's a bit weird as well. Maybe he's still dead because here it's this one next week is saying, haha, Superman is dead, but an operation gave me the mighty breath of his super lungs. I received his heat vision eyes, and I have his super strong hands. Even Batman and Robin can't stop us now. Featuring the fantastic Superman transplants. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Number 109, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can't remember. I think is that 78 or 77?
77. Either 77 or 78, but yeah, very similar in time to
right.
this.
So that's when I was going for my comic book. That was the oldest one that I found that I remembered buying as a kid. So I remember when I was in infant school, we had some like reprint, UK variant reprints, and I remember reading the first story of Wolverine first appearance when he's fighting the Hulk and the Wendigo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So maybe that's why maybe that's why I picked that one up first, because I saw Wolverine and I recognized Wolverine. It's possible.
Now, did you when these came to you in the mail, were they like folded up or?
Yeah, they would have had to fold them to get it for the letterbox. So it would have been folded up with. I don't know. They do, because they're quite big. So I don't think they would fit for the letterbox without folding. But they never seem to be in bad condition, though. I don't think they sort of, because they'd be just delivered from the shop around the corner. So I think they'd carry them flat in their bags or whatever. And when they got to the door, they'd just give it a fold, and so it would be a soft fold. It wouldn't be like fold and crease, Right. So I think they all look pretty flat, the ones that I've got.
And like, how much? 8? Would you say
pence.
8 pence? Okay, pence. Okay.
8 pence, yeah. But how much was it on Pluto though? Has he not got the prices for the other planets as well?
Yeah. Well, South Africa, 30 cents.
Oh, right. He used to have other planets. I'm sure at one point it would be like Mars.
Yeah, Venus, Mercury.
Yeah.
The most expensive is Saturn at 84. Oh no, Neptune, 87 cents. 87.
The Neptunian currency though is just crazy. So they had a fall, didn't they, in their economy? So to be expected.
When did they switch from this format to more normal like this one? Because I know 2000 AD looked more like this. Well, like what's
the year on the? What's the year on the Star-Lord? Because I think Star-Lord came after 2000 AD had already started, but then later on they merged. Star-Lord went into 2000 AD, because that's another thing that happened quite a lot. If they wasn't getting quite enough sales, they'd put them together, and for a while it'd be 2000 AD and Star-Lord, and then have equal billing for a few weeks. Then the Star-Lord logo would get smaller and smaller, and eventually just be 2000 AD, and the Star-Lord was forgotten about, even though some of their characters would still be in the comic. And then later on, another comic called Tornado, which joined in, was assimilated probably by 2000 AD.
I'm not sure how to even see. Oh, May 78. Oh wow! So that's
only about a year after.
So this newspaper format probably didn't last long.
I don't know. Maybe that 2000 AD might have been the Star-Lord might have been the first one to have that kind of style. Because when I saw that, seeing that, I thought it was a lot different to the comics that were around at the time. Because I'm pretty sure I've got comics that came later, 80, 82, that didn't have the same look as that Star-Lord one. I think when it first merged with 2000 AD, it was like the 2000 AD looking one. But then nowadays they're a much more glossy kind of paper stock. And I think they might all be color now as well, but I've not bought any for a while. 2000 AD. I don't know. They just kind of lost me after a while. They started getting artists that I thought were rubbish. Didn't like the art. The stories weren't quite as engaging. Judge Dredd has always been good still, but and Strontium Dog is always a great character, great stories. But it's probably, if you want to sort of check out those characters, they do quite a lot of anthology books, like a trade, but they're normally different size to your American trades. They're like the same sort of size as the 2000 AD comics. They're quite a wide kind of book.
Are they like these?
Yeah, that kind of size. Yeah.
Because I found these when I went to France. Everything was
it looks like a French one. Yeah. That's the kind of size. Not necessarily hardback though, but
nice. All color and
yeah. Do you read French, or you just bought that one because you wanted to have?
My wife's French, so when we went, oh, fine, we're going to every comic shop.
You get them to read them to you in bed.
When we left, I got stopped, and this was a long time ago. I got stopped, and they wanted to search everything because my bag was so heavy; it set off all these and. It was just filled with these things, and I was like dying. And they're like, "Yeah, I guess he's right."
Someone likes comic books. They weren't searching inside them to find the drugs. Where are the drugs? Where have you hidden the drugs?
Yeah, I love this French artist, Bilal.
All right, Enki Bilal. I've not heard of him. The only one I know is it Mobius.
No, not Mobius, but Mobius is cool.
Yeah, but he's French though, isn't he? I think he's French.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and Asterix, the Asterix books. Is it Uderzo? Is it his name?
Oh, I forget.
It's Goscinny and Uderzo or something like that. The two creators.
You know more than me, I think.
It says another world's finest here. Apparently, Batman, Superman have gone to Krypton. They're being executed by Superman's father for some reason. So that's always annoying when that happens. And then this one is crazy. I think this one looks like it's a continuing story because the next guy looks like it's part of it. They're being held in a concentration camp of some kind. And Superman's going, please, I'm starving since I lost my superpowers. I need more food than this to stay alive. How dare you complain, Superman? You and Batman are convicted spies. Just be thankful you got life imprisonment instead of a firing squad. And there's concentration camp with blinking barbed wire fences and all sorts.
Here's my favorite 2000 AD. All right.
Oh yeah, is that Glenn Fabry?
It's
or
Bisley.
Or Bisley, yeah. Glenn Fabry does that, yeah. The Haunted God, yeah. Slain or Slaughter, or whatever you want to call it.
I used to have the original issues, but then I picked up this nice collected one.
Yeah, he's a good character. When he has a walk spasm, turns inside out.
Yeah.
He does his salmon leaps and his axe called Brain Biter.
Well, I gotta get going, but it was cool.
Okay. Cheers for coming in. I'll carry on showing some of my books then.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Bye then. Anyone else wants to come in? Just holler. So this carrying on with the concentration camp, kind of a prison camp, whatever we call it. You can eat Batman now that you've agreed to defect from the US and work for a country. And he's saying, Superman is a force to hold out, and his superpowers gone, he'll starve. And Superman saying, Batman finally cracked, can't blame him, and I'll be next. And this one's titled Breaking of Batman and Superman. I hate the blinking in my camera, it's so crap. Yeah, Simon Bisley. Simon Bisley is cool. He did a lot of the Lobo, 90s Lobo covers. Although this one, surprise, Superman, we knew you were coming here in disguise, so we got you a gift, a kryptonite funeral wreath. Batman, you're the secret leader of the mafia. So there we go. It always got them in strange and crazy situations where you wonder how the heck that story is going to actually play out. So you have to buy it to find out just what exactly is going on. And how is Batman actually a thinking mafia boss? But there you go. Okay, and this is another pretty well known one, this one. Hurry up with your graves, Jimmy and Robin. I'd finish it myself, but I have a code against killing. So I do the job, boys. Die now, die later. So Superman and Batman are making Jimmy Olsen and Robin dig their own graves. And for some reason, Superman's got a code against killing, so Batman's going to kill him. They've forgotten that he also has a code against killing, and that he doesn't like to use guns. So maybe this, I don't think that was added after this storyline. I'm pretty sure he already hated guns and killing before this storyline came along. But, and this one, great suns! That runaway engine's going into the chasm, and this kryptonite cargo prevents me from saving Batman from certain death. It's the Kryptonite Express. Right. And this one is weird because Superman, the world's finest, was always Batman, Superman. And for this one, for some reason, it's Superman and Green Lantern. This is number 201. Let the battle for Earth begin. Now it can be told the secret story of the fantastic fight to save the human race. And for some reason, Dr. Fate seems to be the referee in a fight between Green Lantern and Superman. I have no idea why. Oh, this one, I like this one. This is kind of a crazy one. I was telling you about date stamps. They had to not date stamps, but price stamps, because the UK comics, the old ones, never had the UK price on them. They always used to put a price stamp on it. And this one, it's got an enemy who's got like a glowing orb through his head. They date stamped right on his head, and the price stamp is right in the middle of the head. And I kind of like applaud the cheek of doing it like that. Yeah, I know this bloody well camera. I've no idea why it's like this. This is the camera that came with the computer, so you know it's always pretty blue when I do these. I don't know what to do about it. So all I can do is show the comics as best I can and hope for the best. As you can see, they've date stamped right over this guy's head. And I command you to fight to the death. When you die, I live. This is not an imaginary fight scene, nor a symbolic picture, nor any other sort of cop-out. But it is kind of a lie, because this character doesn't even speak. This character doesn't actually speak inside the whole comic. He's mute. So, yeah. Okay. Hey, Life for Two YouTubers. This one's got a price tag for 7.5p. 7.5p. This is in new pence. This is after decimalisation. Superman and Wonder Woman on this one. How can the killing of a student in the campus riot in 1971 cause the death of everyone on Earth 200 years later? We challenge you to guess the only way to prevent this terrible tragedy. And this is Wonder Woman when she never had her powers, when she was like a martial artist, a kick-ass 70s woman's liver. I'd like to. I haven't got much Wonder Woman, but I wouldn't mind clicking that one when she didn't have powers, because she looks cool. They're like cool comics. They always look like cool covers. It took magic to kill Superman, but you get yours the old-fashioned way, Batman. Special Bureau of Missing Superheroes, featuring Tarantula, the original web slinger. So Batman's all trussed up and hanging from the balcony, and Superman's dead! Dead, I tell you, dead! By magic, apparently. Dead by magic. And this one, I think this is might be Neil Adams' cover, actually. I'm not too sure. But I remember seeing this when I went to a DC exhibition they had in London a couple of years back now. There's a video of it on my channel. Superman, Doctor Fate, Kal-El of the Planet Smashers, plus 2 Golden Age thrillers, Robot Man and the Ghost Patrol. And Superman is towing the Earth behind him. I'm assuming it's the Earth. It looks Earth-like, but he's got these harnesses tied around the Earth, and he's pulling the Earth out of orbit or something like that. That's a pretty cool cover. Hey, Stay Puff, how's it going, mate? Just going through my world's finest comics from my daily blog. I'll put the link again in case anyone wants to come in. I'm not in any particular hurry. I'm just going to keep on streaming until I've done. I've got a load of comics here. I may give up after a while, but while there's 5 people here, I'll carry on going. Superman, Batman, co-starring in World's Finest Comics. Up and away! What's happening to me? I can't fly anymore. And for some reason, Batman is flying and Superman is falling in this one. For some reason. I did have a look at trying the camera, and there is seems to be let's have a look. Where's the option on the camera? General broadcast. I can't change the quality now of the broadcast, but I don't think it's going to do anything to it anyway. So it's just got this bloody graininess going up. Oh, we've had 3 people now. Wow. All right. So I can see you with my X-ray vision, but I can't help you. You're doomed. So Superman and the Atom team up here. Atom somehow got trapped in the telephone wire because he was used to. Yeah, I know, a little blurry, mate. Yeah, I know. But it's because I'm using my stupid laptop blood camera, and that's just how it is, unfortunately. I don't know why. I think it's crappy camera, probably. But it always looks like this. I don't know why, but equally, sod all I can do about it. I wish I could plug my normal video camera into my laptop and use it as a webcam, but it doesn't seem to be an option to do that. Okay. A Beast Stalks the Badlands, featuring a special guest appearance by Batman. This comic's in really bad, and it looks like someone's, I don't know, it looks like someone's, I don't know. Okay, yes, but you can't actually see it. It's blurry, the screen's blurry anyway, but it's got some staining pretty much on the whole cover, to be honest. There's like a werewolfy kind of creature. Attacking Superman. Okay. Welcome to the world's greatest heroes, superheroes. Bah! I can prove your super flops, Capricorn. So they've got some kind of tape parade. Welcome to world's greatest heroes, it says. But then someone looks like they're going to prove that they're flops and not heroes. Someone called Capricorn. Plus Metamorpho. Right, let's go show 2 more, and then I'll show the rest tomorrow. No, yeah, show 2 more. Look at me! Was I not once beautiful? Let no man write my epitaph. Plus Metamorpho. And this is 220. It's got a really rubbish bloody backing board. Just going to check the date. This is 1973, so still pretty old. What time tomorrow for the dinosaur books? Let me just check my. I can't. Actually, no. What did I? Yeah, I can't actually check at the. Oh, actually, I can check. I can check on my channel. Let's check on my channel. Tomorrow. Right, tomorrow. The 5 Go Mad with Dinosaurs is what I've decided to call it. Is it not going to tell me when it's streaming? I thought it would tell me when it's streaming. Ah, bloody hell. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. This is showing it's scheduled. I thought it would tell me what time it was scheduled on. Let's just have a quick check. Find out. 7 o'clock tomorrow for me. 7 p.m. tomorrow UK time. So, was you say, are you 5 or 6 hours behind me? Yeah, something like that. But I'll make this the last one then because the camera's blurry and yeah. So I shan't waste anybody else's time. Stay back. My son is doing the right thing. Law and order demands he dies. So for some reason, Batman's son is killing this. All right, yeah, 6 hours behind, are you? Cool. Looks a bit like Amphro or a dark-haired Commandy or maybe Tarzan's son or something. But anyway, Batman's son is killing this tribe, I don't know, savage guy, wild guy, I don't know. And the Superman and son are just looking on. Anyway, looking a bit flabbergasted. But I'll call that a day because I've got all these to go. Camera's clear now. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. So I might as well end the broadcast. I'll be going for 40 minutes or something. So cheers for watching, guys. I'll show these tomorrow. Oh, actually no, tomorrow I'm doing my dinosaur one, aren't I? But maybe I'll show these as a. I'll probably do a bloggy blog, and I'll do those as a bloggy blog. And the dinosaur stream will just be some I've actually got to dig out some dinosaur comics still. I've only got 2 so far. I need to get 3 more, so at least I meet the criteria of showing dinosaur comics on my own stream idea. Yeah. Cheers for watching, everyone. And who was I going to shout out? There's a small channel I was going to shout out called Qwerty Comics. I just discovered Qwerty Comics from Stevie B shouted out Qwerty Comics. So I've added him to the description down below. The link to Qwerty Comics is down below. And yeah, see you tomorrow, Slim. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, have a great, amazing day. Actually, let's put my new banner up. Until next time, have a great, amazing day. And may all your news be good news.